Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Shayan Khan and you are watching Data Science Insight. Today I will give you a quick overview what is OOPS concept, object oriented program in Python, and after this you will have a clear idea about this. What is OOPS? It is actually a structure which is divided into functions and modules. You can write here a lot of functions, and then you can also reuse the function again or edit that also in the future. If suppose I make a class of car, I can write here Audi, I can write here Mercedes. I will define the properties for each mileage, speed, color, model like this, and one time I have to create class, but every time I call the variable or the object for the class, it will work in the same way. I don't need to write again and again for every car like Mercedes or Audi. So I will show you how it works actually. Now I here suppose I make a class, so I will write here class, then I will write here capital car, and then now here if you see it show me error. Now I make a class of car here first. If I write here pass, it will work. Why? Because before the body was empty when I create this class. Now I say okay, pass it, so the code work, but this is actually empty because in the body there is nothing. So let's write here now. If I write in this way that od1 is equal to car class, yeah, car, and I make this for od1, and then I write here od1 dot mileage is equal to 22, od1 dot year is equal to 2022, and od1 dot color is equal to red. So now here if I execute this, you will see that it work, but I have to call this now od1. When I write dot press tab, you will see the color pop out, so it will show me the red. One dot press tab here, mileage here, it give me od1 dot press tab year, it will give me. But this work, but the problem here is if I make another I have the class of car, I want to put Mercedes also in this, yeah, Mercedes 2. Suppose I make class of this again. Now I will write here Mercedes, yeah, here is no Mercedes 2 dot mileage, and then I will write here 333 that Mercedes, then I will write here again color, suppose I give here gray, and then when I the spelling is wrong actually, let me paste in here in this way. So and I will again write here the last time Mercedes 2 dot year is equal to 2021. Now I will call this again. If I write here Mercedes and dot 2 dot, it will show me color, the same way it will show me mileage, and the same way it will show me year. But now here this way is working also. What if I have 100 kind of companies, and how will I put this data every time? I have to give again and again this variable, and I make here for this variable is created for this class. It will be very hard and painful and headache to do it again and again in this way. So this way of writing oops is wrong. This is not the correct way of writing it. Now what is the correct way of writing that? So let's see it now. Here if I want to write in the same way, how I will write it, I will write it here first. I will define a class, so I will write here class car. Now I will write here a function call init. So init is a built-in actually function in this, you can say, and I will double underscore init double underscore, and then I will write here self. Now here I will, these are the properties of a car: mileage, color, year. These are not as properties like of the class. Class is something, is a big box, like you can say, and I put related to that class, I put something, a small its properties I put inside. So whenever I call the self, it will give as a pointer, work as a pointer, and it will go to the class car and fetch the properties for me. Now you will see and understand. I will write here mileage. Before I write in that way, which was a wrong way, and now I write it in a correct way. Here now I define this, so I will write here now self dot, because I am giving the variable self. I am creating self variable for the class car, and inside which have a property of mileage, and I will make it equal to mileage. Whenever I call the self dot color, it will give me the exact color for the car, and self dot year it will give me year of the car. I created this. Yeah, here is column, and it's a intended block. So yeah, there is a block. Okay, you see here, if I write it here, it will give. Also please write the here the error, so you will understand where is the problem. Here I forget, so I give the intended block here. Now it worked. Here now what I will do, the same OD car, OD8 I will write here. I make class for this. Now here, which properties I have give to the pointer self? Yeah, here the mileage, the color, and the year. I will give it here. Suppose the mileage is 333, the color is blue, the year is 222. So here you will notice when I write OD8 dot tab color, it is fetching the data from here. Now this self work as a pointer, and this self, because I define it here, I define in this, that in this function, init function, I define that in it mean in this all. Yeah, the self here is fetching the mileage. I am giving it here, and it is giving me the result now in here. When I give the code here dot color, it is fetching actually from this. The self come here, it come here, and then here it see and get the value from here. If I write here OD8 dot and I write here mileage, it will work. If I write here OD8 dot year, it will work. Now what was the difference? The difference was here I created two times. I created one for Audi, one for Mercedes. Here I do not need to create as this. This is the difference. This is how the init function work, which store all your properties and data in one here, this parenthesis in the self, and it will save it. Whenever you call it, it will give you. Now here you see how easy is it now. Mercedes, I suppose I give a random name 7, and then I make it, I want to join it, I want to bind it with the car, yeah, class, because Mercedes is also a car company. It is if there is an animal, I can make a class of animal. Then I will give lion, I will give leopard, I will give leopard, or I will give any other animal, monkey, or some name in that. Yeah. So now here the class is car. I give different kind of cars. Now if I give Mercedes 7, I will give the value now one time. The self, it is an pointer, so it will not fetch the first data. Suppose I give here 454, it will not take, the self will not take, but the second variable, which is mileage, it will take that, because I also give this here that this self mileage, whenever this self mileage come, like here the mileage, yeah, pop up, then you give me the value from the this here which we created. Now here I will give blue, okay, red, then I will give here 2021. Now what you will see that when I Mercedes 7 dot, the 3 also come for it here option. I can write the color and it will give me red. Then the same Mercedes 7 dot, it will give me mileage, and the same way it will give me the year also when I tap and year here. Now what difference you have saw here? Here before, in the wrong way, this was the wrong way of coding. Actually this work, but this is not a standard way of in OOPS programming. So here, and you have to keep in mind that this letter should be capital. When you give a name to the class, this name should be capital and it will be together. Like maybe I can give a car, and then I will give model. In this way I can also give. So here we have noticed that I created once here, but I have again and again created for different companies like Mercedes, Audi, different, and I give again mileage, again color, again year. This was the difference. But in init function, in here in the correct way, when we see that, we just make one time here this all, and we give, then after that every time we give the value, the self will fetch it from there and it will show us in here. Now here down in this body we can also define some statements also as well, or we can also define some other functions also as well. There is no problem in this. So this code when I write, and if this have a problem or someone want to change it or use it, so they can change the value from here also as well, and this code will work for all of them. So in OOPS you have to write a program which should be readable and reusable to other people's. This is the actual thing which we have to keep in mind. Now if you think, suppose here what is the function of self, I can change this, suppose a, then I will write here a, I will write here a, and I will write here a. So when I write here in this way, and I run it, now here, yeah, this is just a pointer which is working in this way. We have noticed that, yeah, this is nothing, just a piece of pointer which will grab you the values here when you give. But usually in the coding, every coder, almost everyone give this self. It is not a keyword for like this, that this is must or something which is built in. It is not. I can give any name, it will work in that way. So this was how it worked, and in the next video we will do some other things in this also inside, and we will see some simple things we can add in this also as well. Till that time you can practice and make like this kind of function for animals, for books, for like you can give books and then novels, magazine or science, chemistry, anything, you physics you can give and make this kind of. You have to practice. You don't want to practice, you will never learn it. Even if you don't practice, you don't need to remember. You need to remember only the way how this code work. If you have forget sometimes, like suppose you forget it and you don't know how to do it, you can use other people code also. That is fine, that is no problem, no issue with that, as far as you understand the concept of that, how to use, how the other person write the code and how he define it and what it is used for, this command. Yeah, if I get a car code from Google, of other person, I can also use that. That's not a problem. I can change a little bit or edit it. And but the concept is that I have to understand how he define it. Is I am able to understand. I can only able to understand if I practice. The same for you. If you practice, you will understand this. That's why I always say you to practice with me, even a small, even for few minutes. You can do it, so you will have your mind will be very clear. And so thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe and like. And if you have any doubts, you can also comment me. And have a good day. Thank you. Bye.